You can give us a follow. I know, Jenna. I know. I blatantly forgot. But welcome all Bills fans here on the Undercovers YouTube channel for live play-by-play commentary on the Bills and Jaguars game. The Bills will be hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars tonight for the first time at Highmark Stadium since Josh Allen's rookie season in 2018 in a 24-21 Bills victory in that game. And we all know that rookie Josh Allen then wasn't throwing as much as he was now, as he only threw the ball nine times in that game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the last time they came here to Buffalo. So here are some top storylines heading into week 3 for the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. We all know that the Bills are 2-0. They are looking to go to 3-0 once again under Sean McDermott and Josh Allen. For the Jacksonville Jaguars, there's a lot for them at stake tonight. I mean, they started 0-2, but they would be one if they went to 0-3 tonight. Chances of the Jaguars making the playoffs go beyond. It's not impossible, but it's beyond hard for them to actually do it. Only 4 teams actually have made the playoffs after falling 0-2. Falling to 0-3. Only 4 teams have made the playoffs since 1990. If they fall to 0-3. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's definitely something something Jacksonville doesn't want to think about heading later into the season. For the Bills, they have some defensive injuries they have to get through tonight. And, we all know Terrell Bernard and Taron Johnson are not playing tonight, but in their shoes will be Jamarcus Ingram and Balin Spector. Spector was second in the team last week in tackles. Jamarcus Ingram had that 3-interception game against the Miami Dolphins last week, including returning 155 yards to the house against Tua Tagovailoa. The matchup tonight, Josh Allen and Trevor Lawrence. We know what the Bills offense can do. Can they do it again tonight against you could say, a very stingy but injured Jacksonville defense? Just like the Bills, they're missing a few pieces as well heading into tonight's game. Trevor Lawrence in the offense has struggled, to say the least, for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lawrence, in his last 7 starts in the regular season, is 0-7. Lawrence hasn't thrown for 300 yards and has at least 2 or 3 interceptions in each of the last 7 starts as the Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback. If you're Benford and Douglas, you are looking to feast tonight on Gabe Davis, who's returning to the Bills, who's returning back to Buffalo, Brian Thomas Jr. in his rookie season, and he's starting to look really good. Brian Thomas Jr. I mean, last week he had 2 catches for 94 yards, and most of it came on a 66-yard pass play last week for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He has 141 yards and 141 yards on the season, and he's been an explosive player, as we all thought he was going to be entering this season. If the Bills are going to look at this game as they're going to have to start fast, how they're going to start fast is simply just going to get the run game going. I mean, use James Cook. I mean, last week he had 78 rushing yards on the season last week against Miami and 11 carries, and he had 2 touchdowns. That actually ties a career high in rushing touchdowns for a season. That ties, I believe, his record from last season where he had 2 rushing touchdowns. He already has 2 rushing touchdowns in 2 weeks. He's looking to extend on his careers, you could say, an early career season for the running back. That's going to be the issue here tonight. Can if the Jaguars are going to play conservative and hold Matt Collins, Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakir, Dalton Kincaid, that means they're going to force the Bills to run the football. But then they runs into another issue is how can they stop James Cook? The Bills ran the ball. The Bills run the football at least 57% of their plays this season. That's fifth in the NFL. They average 29.5 rushing attempts per game. Yes, it's only 2 seasons, but it's important to know that the Bills, if you want to take away the Bills' run game, the Bills' pass game, they can go to the run game. It's something that the Bills haven't had at all this season. And also a quick note as we're getting very close to the 7:30 kick here is that Joe Andreessen is active tonight on the Bills roster, and we'll see how much he plays. I mean, a lot of people said temper the expectations for Joe Andreessen, but his first time out in a Bills uniform in Pittsburgh, he had 12 tackles. He started that game. Yes. Will he start tonight's game? Most likely not. But it's something to keep an eye on to see how much playtime Joe Andreessen will play tonight and if at all he actually hits the field for the Buffalo Bills. But we all know that Joe Andreessen had a really good college career. I mean, he had 118 tackles, 18 tackles for loss, and 5.5 sacks. And I believe that was in his final season at Lancaster in high school. But you can go back to his college days where he just completely dominated at the college level in FCS and FBS level. In his 12, he started all 12 games for the UB Bulls last season, and he had 90 tackles and 90 tackles, and I believe 12 for losses in his one season with the UB Bulls last year. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on. In tonight's game is how will Joe Andreessen look tonight? The ESPN is rolling out their Monday night anthem, so that means we're closing in to kick off in a very, very rambunctious crowd in the for the Buffalo Bills. John Fina is getting the fans going for the legend of the game in a what should be another sellout crowd for the Buffalo Bills. And Mitch Morris did have a comment or two for the Bills crowd entering today's game. Mitch Morris on playing in Buffalo at night said any game held at Highmark Stadium is a very rambunctious crowd. So it'll be a great opportunity for us to have a little adversity on the road. It will be a challenge. We'll see how Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars offense looks. Do they want to say if they win the toss, do they take the football and try to silence the Bills crowd early, or do they give the ball to the Bills and then allow the Bills to score first? We're about to find out as they will kick it off, and the Bills will start on offense first with Josh Allen at quarterback. How about this for Josh Allen? He has only thrown the football 42 times in the last 2 games. That's an average of 21 throws a game. That's the lowest for him in the first 2 starts in the season in his career. Do note that he did not start week 1 of 2018. He started week 2 and 3. So even though 1-2 and of that season. Looks good. We got Cook in motion. Allen takes the snap. He looks over to Cook, and he has the first down, and he picks up some more. It looks like about a gain of 15 for the Buffalo Bills running back as the Bills start quick on offense. It's first down and 10 again for the Buffalo Bills. As you see, John, James Cook was in motion, left to right, and something that you're going to see more often in tonight's game is how much usage do you see in motion? Khalil Shakir in motion from left to right there again. Allen takes step, three-step drop, looks over to the side, and incomplete to Dalton Kincaid, who is in his second season out of Utah. Dalton Kincaid last season scored the game-winning touchdown against the Giants last season on a 15-yard pass play from quarterback Josh Allen. Look for again. That's the third play. This is the third play in a row where the Bills had some motion. Curtis Samuel left to right, and Josh Allen takes snap, gives it to Cook for a moderate gain of 3, a moderate gain of about 2. It looks like, and it would be third down and about 8 for the Bills on their first possession. James Cook last season had an impressive season for the Buffalo Bills last season. It was him and Christian McCaffrey were the only two running backs with over 1,000 yards rushing and 400 plus yards of receiving in 2023. Dalton Kincaid in motion. Allen takes the snap. He rolls a little bit to his right. He throws it to Cook, and the tackle was made. Juwan Jones makes the tackle, the nickel cornerback for the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Bills will go for it here on 4th down and 3. The ball is placed at the Jacksonville Jaguars 44-yard line. See if they actually go here. ESPN analytics say go for it on 4th down and 6. Shakir was in motion, and he will get the football. He has the first down and more. He steps out of bounds inside, deeper into Jaguars territory. It's another Buffalo Bills first down. That play looks similar to the same play that James Cook scored the touchdown on last season to open the scoring for the Buffalo Bills last week, running around in the red zone, running around in the backfield. It looks like it was like a in the backfield wheel route for Khalil Shakir. It's first down and 10 for the Bills again. At the 32-yard line, he gives a short pass beyond the line of scrimmage to Khalil Shakir. He breaks the tackle and will cross again for another Buffalo Bills first down. That's 3 first downs in less than like 6 plays here for the Buffalo Bills. They are moving quick and fast. Something that the Bills need to get to go early here against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Start fast and get them out of the game as quick as you can. Something that the Bills couldn't do last year is they fell 11-0 against the Jaguars at halftime, and they had to play from behind. Collins in motion, right to left. Fake it to Cook, and he will give it on a tight end screen to Dawson Knox. It looks like he gets just about a half a yard across the line of scrimmage. A flag has been thrown on the play, and we'll see who this goes against. Sean Smith is the referee. 7th season in the NFL. We have an illegal man downfield for the Buffalo Bills. It'll be 1st and 15. It was Dion Dawkins who committed the foul for the Buffalo Bills, and you only get a certain amount of yards past the line of scrimmage. It looked like it was a tight end screen and an RPO for the Buffalo Bills. That backs him up 5 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10. Samuel in the backfield. Every play so far this drive, there have been some sort of motion. Hollins is in motion left to right, right to left. Allen takes the snap. He looks under the middle of the field and got Curtis Samuel. Looks like it's going to be about 2nd and 6 for the Bills, picking up about 11 yards on that play on the double motions. He just opens up. Motioning is just going to open up these guys more and more. 2nd and 6 for the Bills. Josh Allen under center. Allen's in motion left to right. Cook gets to carry and gets about 2 on the play. Juwan Jones on the tackle, and it'll be 3rd down and about 4 for the Bills. And Juwan Jones looks a bit shaken up. 10:30 left in the first quarter. Bills on their opening possession. Might be I think he was holding his shoulder. ESPN stepped aside, so we'll wait on that. But the Bills working fast with a lot of motion so far in the opening few moments of this game, as lots of every play so far for the Buffalo Bills right now have had some sort of motion, whether it was Mac Hollins going left to right, Curtis Samuel and Shakir going right to left. Samuel has been in the backfield for at least I believe two of these first 6, 7 plays for the Buffalo Bills so far in this game. Let's see. Give you the play-by-play here on your screen. It's an 8-play drive so far, going for about 55 yards in 4 minutes and 30 seconds so far on the Bills' opening drive. Speaking of the Bills' last meeting, as I've mentioned during this first drive, the Bills didn't get off to the quick start last year against the Jacksonville Jaguars. That was their 18th all-time meeting, and that was, I believe, their second meeting all-time in London last year. And Jacksonville, like I said, got out to the early 11-0 lead, never gave the lead back to Buffalo, so Buffalo just played from behind all game. But that allowed it to be, if you were a neutral football fan in London or just a neutral football fan in general, you saw both Josh Allen and Trevor Lawrence pass for over 300 yards. Allen edged out Lawrence in passing yards. He threw for 359 yards. The idea here is to use Travis Etienne like they did last year, who they had 130 who ran for 136 yards on the Buffalo Bills defense on 26 carries. We'll talk a little bit more of what the Jaguars might do on offense when they get the football, but Juwan Jennings is heading Juwan Jones is heading to the Jacksonville Jaguars locker room. My stream that I'm watching it on is buffering here for a minute, so we'll get this going. And Josh Allen took that for a good game. It'd be 1st and goal for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen quarterback runs, something that you're going to see more and more. 9-play drive, 63 yards, so totaling about 5 minutes. James Cook gets the carry, gets the edge, gets the first down, and gets the touchdown. James Cook in the kitchen. The Bills score first. They're up 6-0. And that's James Cook's 3rd touchdown of the season. And that gives him his career high in rushing yards for a season, as he outduels everyone and leaps in for the Bills' opening touchdown of the game. Tyler Bass on for the extra points, and it's blocked. Tyler Bass's extra point has been blocked, and the Bills will only score 6 on this possession, and that is Tyler Bass's first extra point missed this season, as now he's 8-9 on the year. Bills do cap off a 9-play drive. They only have 6. They're up 6-0. You're watching the Buffalo Bills on the Undercover YouTube channel. Bills up 6-0 as they capped off a 9-play drive. Sorry, a 10-play drive for 70 yards in 5 minutes and 26 seconds. James Cook with his third rushing touchdown of the season allows the Bills to go up first in this game. Josh Allen's 5 of 6 of passing on that drive for 56 yards. He also rushed it for 9 yards. Excuse me, to get the Bills into first and goal. Buffalo Bills PR just posted the Bills now have scored a touchdown on 7 straight red zone drives. That's the longest active streak in the NFL and the second longest in the NFL this season. The New Orleans Saints 8 has 8 rushing touchdowns through the first 2 weeks of the NFL season. So running the football has been a pinpoint to the Buffalo Bills offense this season. Something you really haven't seen through, Ken Dorsey and Brian Dable and their regimes. Balanced offense for the Buffalo Bills for at least the first 2 weeks of the season has shown to be working. Tyler Bass gets it on the tee, and off we go for the Jacksonville Jaguars first time. The Jags will take it outside the 25 and get to about the 28-yard line. You're going to watch this play again. Great block there from Dion Dawkins on Devin Lloyd. Allows James Cook to get to the edge. And if James Cook is the first to get to the edge, it's hard to stop him. Trevor Lawrence in the offense, ready to go. They're without Evan Ingram in this game. That was strange in motion. Lawrence looks to ETN, catches, stumbles, gets about a yard, even though he stumbled. Trevor Lawrence this season has, I wouldn't say he's struggled. I mean, he's only completed 51% of his passes, but, just in his last 7 games, he's just, as I mentioned in the quick preview at the beginning of the show, is the snap here, looks, throws, the catch is made, and actually he's dropped. It's dropped by Brian Thomas Jr. It was in his hands and out of his hands. Russell Douglas, once again, causing problems for opposing wide receivers. It's 3rd and 9, and the Bills fans are hyped. Trevor Lawrence last week was 14 of 30, 220 yards, and throw a touchdown. Christian Kirk in motion. The snap. Three-step drop, some pressure, looks, throws. Incomplete off the hands of Cam Lewis. And the Jacksonville Jaguars go 3 and out on their first possession, but there is a flag. So hold everything. Yeah, holding on the Jaguars, that is going to be declined. So the 3 and out will stand. And the Bills defense hold quick. Jaguars offense off the field as an instant here. I couldn't tell you how bad their offense has been struggling this season because they're 22nd in total offense and 30th in passing offense. So, again, a struggle here early on for the Jaguars offense to get going. If the Jags can't find a response early, they might be in some trouble. The punt to Cordington. He breaks a few tackles. He gets across the 30, and Cordington will get to about the 34, 35-yard line for the Buffalo Bills, giving Josh Allen and the Bills offense some good field position here. They had to go 70 yards on the first drive. They're going to have to go only about 65 yards the second drive to try to cap off their second possession of the game. Cam Lewis, who made that defensive stop, the deflection in double coverage on the final play of the Jags possession. We all know how great of a game Cam Lewis had in week 1, really shutting down Arizona slot receiver at the nickel position. He was actually set up for the dime in that game. Lewis goes down. Johnson goes down. Lewis steps in and shuts down the Arizona Cardinals passing offense for at least at the nickel position. And then again, the following week, Jamarcus Ingram steps in for Cam Lewis. Cam Lewis goes back to his normal spot, also sharing the nickel role with Ingram. But again, Cam Lewis and Jamarcus Ingram have held their own so far in this game, and so far this week, and during their time here. All right, let's get into this matchup just a little bit more. Josh Allen, the offense, about to come out, but let's kind of dig deeper into this. Josh Allen against Jacksonville Jaguars versus the AFC South this season. Jacksonville is 5 of 6. He's 5 and 6 against the AFC South. In the playoffs, he's 1 and 1. It was a win against Indy in the loss in his second season as a starting quarterback against Houston. Versus Jacksonville, he's 1 and 2. The only win for Josh Allen was in 2018 at Highmark Stadium. He's 0 and 1 in London and 0 and 1 in Jacksonville. So we all know that Jacksonville has had the Bills number entering this season. Greg Rousseau got through, and with that holding call on Greg Rousseau there, on the Jaguars offensive line, he still got through. Curtis Samuel is in motion left to right. He's going to get the screen behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to get about 9 yards on that play. As Curtis Samuel picks up the first down, it might be. See where they spot it. Lots of the plays being behind the line of scrimmage so far for the Bills offense. It'd be 1st and 10 for the Buffalo Bills. Foy Folionko said that you gotta stay ready. Josh Allen takes the snap. He looks, throws, and incompletes. Cisco on the coverage on Marquez Valdez. Scatling to knock the football away. It'll be 2nd and 10. Foye Olonko on stopping the Bills running back James Cook. You gotta stay in your gaps. He got a little bit of his brother. He got a little bit of his brother in him now, alluding to his brother Dalvin Cook. 2nd and 10. Allen's in motion right to left. The snap. Allen looks over the middle of the field. Got Scatling. Scatling is across the Bills, across the line of across midfield into Jacksonville's territory at the Jacksonville 49. Now the Bills are. It'll be 3rd and 10, 3rd down. 3rd and 4 for the Bills. Bills started an empty. Now Ty Johnson next to Josh Allen. Again, Kincaid in motion. The snap. Some pressure on Josh. Looks over. Got Kincaid across the 20. And 1st down for the Bills. Dalton Kincaid on a big play from Josh Allen on 3rd down. In motion. Just a little bit of motion. Opens up and had the catch. He was as Antonio Johnson, the strong safety out of Texas A&M, was on Dalton Kincaid. Bills play a lot. Jaguars play a lot of man. That should open up Dalton Kincaid in the offense, as I believe the Buffalo Bills have called a timeout, and they have. So the Bills offense cooking so far in the opening 2 possessions of the game. As noted, the Jacksonville Jaguars play the most man coverage out of any team this season. That opens up a lot of one-on-one matchups for Dalton Kincaid, brings a lot of mismatches for Keon Coleman and Khalil Shakir. So the Bills' offense so far attacking. Josh Allen's 4 of 6 last week. I believe that graphic said in the 1st quarter. He's 8 of 10 tonight. Samuel motion right to left. Allen takes the snap. Some pressure and throws over the middle of the field, just across the line of scrimmage, as Foye Olonko nearly intercepted Josh Allen, as the Jacksonville Jaguars brought some pressure on 1st down. Devin Lloyd, the middle linebacker, in his 3rd season, brought pressure. James Cook read it late, couldn't block him, so Josh Allen tried to get the football away, nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10. Looks, quick pass. Shakir gets to the sideline, gets about 5. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Buffalo Bills. Quick pass game right now for the Buffalo Bills. It's working well, but do note that if they decide to open up the middle of the field, Jacksonville has allowed the second most highest 20-plus yard pass plays. Allen takes the snap, looks, throws. He has a man. He has Ty Johnson. Where's the spot? He should have the 1st down on the initial angle. They're going to mark him just short. It'll be 4th and about a half a foot if the Bills do decide to go for it. Bill will do the Josh Allen tush push and they get the 1st down. So the Bills' drive will now continue. 5.5 left in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, the Bills are leading 6-0. They scored on their first possession of the game. This is their second. Tyler Bass' extra point was blocked. So it's first and goal again. Another 8-play drive for the Buffalo Bills. 3 minutes and 26 seconds and counting. Motion. Curtis Samuel left to right. Gives it to Cook. Cook will have about 3 yards. Josh Hines Allen, and Cisco and others in on the tackle. Second and goal for the Bills. Josh Allen once again. Sean McDermott pointing to his head. Say, be smart. You're inside the red zone. Bills offense inside the red zone is tied for 4th best in the NFL. Second and goal. 5 on the play clock. Allen under center, takes the snap, fakes it to Cook. Allen rolls out to his right. He's looking for a man inside the end zone, and incomplete to Khalil Shakir. Flags on the play. Referee's hat is off. That normally indicates a receiver stepped out of bounds, unless there was more than one flag that he indicated and indicates something else as a second flag. We'll hear from Sean Smith. We had holding on the defense, holding on offense. Penalties should offset, and rule should replay second down. Yes, that is correct. So it'll be second and goal again for the Josh Allen and the Bills offense. 4:12 left, 6-0 Bills. Ball's placed at the 7-yard line. Samuel in the backfield takes the carry and gets just back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be third down and goal. Roy Robertson Harris on the tackle. His 8th season out of UTEP. Has currently 3 tackles on the season. For the Jaguars, there was his 4th. The 11th play of the drive. Spanning now 5 minutes for the Bills offense. Shakir motion right to left. The snap. Allen dancing in the pocket, rolls to his right. He's looking for a man inside the end zone. Got him! Dalton Kincaid, his first touchdown of the season. And the Bills Bills are now up 12. A 6-yard touchdown for Dalton Kincaid. And the Bills are up 2 scores. The Bills are now up 2 scores with 3:25 left in the first quarter. An 11-play, 65-yard drive spanning 5 minutes and 12 seconds. Doug Peterson wanted to eliminate the long drives, saying this week they can't have the opposing offense go 10, 11 play drives. The Bills are doing exactly that. Extra point there. Good for Tyler Bass. The Bills up 13 on Monday Night Football. You're watching the Bills and the Jaguars on the Undercovers YouTube and X. Bills up 13 in the first quarter here. Dalton Kincaid, certified beast for the Buffalo Bills in this game so far. Lots of motion. Dalton Kincaid, 2 catches for 34 yards, both catches on that drive for the Buffalo Bills, and that 1 touchdown. Mentioned on that drive, Doug Peterson just really wants to eliminate the big plays, the long drives for his defense as Taylor Bass sends it away. A touchback. Because Doug Peterson, on getting his defense off the field to allow the Jaguars offense to get back onto the field, the Jaguars has only averaged about 52 plays a game. That's tied for 28th in the league. Doug Peterson says you can't have 16 and 11 play drives. I think last week and you're just going to have to find ways to get off the field. There's got to be that balance between the two. You can't have short drives and then follow that up with long drives as the handoff to Travis Etienne. DeMar Hamlin on the stop. Gain about 2. For the Jaguars on their second drive, their first went 3 plays and they had a punt. 2nd and 9 for the Jaguars. Bills 21 plays, Jaguars 4. Etienne in motion, he's out wide. Douglas is going to be on him. Allen backs up, the snap. Pressure, looks, throws, Kirk. Be 3rd and 2 for the Jaguars here. Christian Kirk with the catch. Cam Lewis with the tackle. Be 3rd down. Press Taylor in his 3rd season as the Jaguars offensive coordinator. 3rd down and 2. Bills have the 27th ranked 3rd down defense in the league. 6 in the play clock, the snap. Lawrence looks, evades, runs, gets about a yard and a half. That's going to be 4th down. Looks like Balin Spector on the stop. It's 4th and goal, 4th and about an inch for the Jaguars, and the Jaguars look to go for it here in their own territory. A very aggressive play call early. They're 0 for 1 on this season on 4th downs. A gutsy play call to try to get in and back into this game. They're at their own 39-yard line. It's a 4th and about a half a foot. The snap. Etienne has the 1st down with ease. Spector and Oliver with the tackle, and the drive continues for the Jacksonville Jaguars offense. And that was their first down of the game, as we hit about a minute left in the first quarter. Lawrence under center. It's 5 on the play clock. The snap, fakes it to Etienne. Looks, throws, has a man, deflected away. Christian Benford on the coverage on Brian Thomas Jr. And it's 2nd and 10. Once again, Christian Benford and Russell Douglas. Try to look for him out wide on the sideline. And couldn't bring in the catch because it was deflected away. Second and 10. The snap. They will give it to Etienne. up the middle and gets about 6 maybe on the play. That wasn't Etienne, that was Tank Bigsby. My bad. Be third down and about 3 for the Bills. Sorry, for the Jaguars. Their second possession on offense. See if they take a snap here here with about 5 seconds left in the first quarter. They have Strange in motion. They had Kirk in motion, and that will do it for the first quarter. Bills up 13-0 as we hit the end of the first quarter. Delta Kincaid and James Cook both scoring for the Bills. Jaguars on offense as we get back to you here on the Undercovers YouTube channel. Bills open the second quarter with the lead. They're up 13-0 already on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars have a drive currently in tap, picking up a few first downs. It will be the Bills' second defensive possession, and as they try to get off the field trying to get off the field. And get that offense going, get that hot offense out there again to try to expand on a 2-score lead. It's 3rd and 3. Christian Kirk's in motion. They're at their own 48-yard line to snap. Lawrence looks to his right, has Brian Thomas Jr., spins away from Cam Lewis, and is brought down by Balin Spector. First down for the Jacksonville Jaguars as their drive now continues. Lawrence seems to have settled in after a 3 and out on their first drive. Balin Spector started his first career game in the AFC wildcard round versus Pittsburgh. And he looks, as ATN gets the carry, it gets about 2. It's second down and 10. Second down and about 8. Dorian Williams on the tackle. Second-year man out of Tulane is Dorian Williams. 19 tackles so far on the season entering this game. 8 plays, 34 yards, 32 yards currently for the Jaguars offensive drive. Brian Thomas in motion. Lawrence under center, fakes it to ETN, has Brian Thomas Jr. Big hit there by Christian Benford. It's 3rd down now for the Jaguars. They're down in 2 for Jacksonville. Christian Benford during his second season in the NFL in 2023 started 14 of 15 games in the regular season, including 1 game in the playoffs. 4 seconds on the play clock. 3rd and 2, the snap. Lawrence looks to his right, has a man caught. Christian Kirk. First down now for the Jacksonville Jaguars, as their long offensive drive continues. Looks like he toe drags the second one. Douglas and Hamlin both in the coverage, in the zone coverage there. 4 or 5 is Travis Lawrence on this drive. Lawrence looks like to be switching up the play maybe at the line. 4 seconds in the play clock. The snap gives it to Bigsby. Flag on the play. Bigsby gets to the Bills' 20-yard line, brought down by Dorian Williams, the second-year man out of Tulane. We'll see who it's the penalty on. Looks like the Bills might have went offside just right before the snap, and that's the penalty. Offside on the Buffalo Bills. It was committed by number 92, Daquan Jones, in his 11th season out of Penn State, one of many Penn State alums. First down and 5 now for the Jacksonville Jaguars. 12 minutes left to go, 3rd quarter. Davis in motion. The snap gives it to Bigsby. Bigsby breaks a few tackles, gets inside the Bills', it looks like 11-yard line. He has the first down. A flag is on the play. Maybe might be an illegal formation here on the Jacksonville Jaguars. We'll see. And it was. So they had a 1st and 5, thanks to the Bills going offside. And now it's 1st and 10, where they initially began. First and 10 on the Buffalo Bills' 24-yard line. The snap. Fakes it to ETN. Lawrence looks, throws. He has Luke Farrell. Gains about 2. Luke Farrell, the 4th-year man out of Ohio State. Second down for the Jacksonville Jaguars. 11 minutes to play in the second quarter. 15 seconds on the play clock. 13-0 Buffalo. The 2-0 Bills. The 0-2 Jaguars. From Highmark Stadium, Orchard Park, New York, the snap. Lawrence looks to a man inside the end zone. Over Etienne's head. It's 3rd down. Dorian Williams in coverage. It's 3rd and 9. From the Bills' 22-yard line. Excuse me. Bills fans on their feet. The 3rd and 9 play. Kirk is in motion. Ingram on him. The snap. They're going to pass. Lawrence looks. Has Gabe Davis. Incomplete. 1 foot in bounds. The other foot landed out of bounds. It's 4th and 9. Rasul Douglas on the coverage. Definitely had him beat. Actually had no feet in bounds. His first foot went out of bounds. And it will bring out place kicker Cam Little, 3 for 4 on the season, his long of 53 yards. This is a 41-yard attempt. The kick is up. and good. The Jaguars on the board cuts the lead, the Bills lead from 13 down to 10. It's 13-3 Bills, 10:39 left in the second quarter. You're watching Buffalo Bills football on the Undercover's YouTube and X. The Jaguars capped off a field goal on a 14-play drive that spanned 7 minutes and 46 seconds. Ended in a field goal for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Another Monday night doubleheader between the Titans and Dolphins, Seattle and Detroit. Cook gets it off, and off we go. It looks like Ty Johnson breaks a tackle too on the return, gets to the Bills' 31-yard line. Again, Josh Allen and the Bills offense looks to get going again. A lot of plays with motion. A lot of plays are developing from behind the line of scrimmage. That's what we've seen all season out of the Buffalo Bills this year as they look to continue that on their third drive. Their first drive ended in a touchdown. Their second drive ended in a touchdown. The Bills snap, fakes it to Cook. Allen looks right, gives it to Dawson Knox. Ventrell Miller on the tackle, gain about 8 for the Bills tight end out of Ole Miss. Josh Allen tonight, 12 of 15, 123 yards and a touchdown. Kincaid in motion left to right. Hands off to Cook. Gain about 2, 3rd and 1 for the Bills at their own 41-yard line. 13-3 Bills, 9:38 to go here in the second quarter. We have 3rd and 1 for the Bills. Bills have rushed for an average of 119 yards this season on the ground. Allen fakes it, looks, Cook has the first down and more. sidesteps a man but couldn't get past him, gets to the Buffalo Bills' 49-yard line. It's a first down for the Buffalo Bills. If the Bills can run the football, great. That means it opens up play action in the RPO game for the Buffalo Bills. And what a beautiful throw there by Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase to open the scoring for the Cincinnati Bengals. They're up 7-0. That's the other football game that's currently on ABC. And a staggered start Monday night. Have that back-to-back MVS in motion. Fakes it to Cook. Looks underneath. Has Cook. Has the first down past the 40 to the 35. Brought down there by Muma. And Mordrick Brown. Buffalo Bills have a first down inside Jacksonville's territory. Brown now has 15 tackles. You could say it's about 14 and a half tackles now. He had a monster game last week with 12 tackles in the 18-13 Jacksonville loss to the Cleveland Browns. The snap gives it to rookie Ray Davis. He gets back to the line at least. It would be second down, 10, maybe 11. 7:32 to go here in the second quarter. 2nd and 11 for the Bills now. Ray Davis, in his lone season at Kentucky, had one of his best single-season performances in school history, 199 carries. The snap. Allen looks, fires downfield, has Hollins, but it was just wide to his right. It'd be 3rd and 11. Back to Ray Davis. In his lone season with Kentucky in 2023, had one of his best single-season performances in school history with 199 carries for 1,129 yards, 11th in UK's single-season list, and 14 rushing touchdowns. A monster season. He played in different leagues. The snap. Curtis Samuel was in motion. Josh Allen's going to take it and run for it. He slides as he gets the first down. We'll see. They're pointing. He has it. It's first down and 10 for the Bills. Josh Allen once again using his legs. Pressure came from up the middle, up the side, and open up the middle of the field. McGovern and others blocking to create the hole. And just Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things. And it's a first down for the Bills. Josh Allen did run for 99 yards in that game in 2018 against the Jaguars. Allen under center, fakes it to Cook, launches downfield. He has Coleman, touchdown! Keon Coleman, his first touchdown in his NFL career. It comes on a pass play from Josh Allen, and the Bills have extended their lead. A 24-yard pass play from Allen to Coleman. It caps off an 8-play, 68-yard drive, and the Bills up 19-3. Extra points up and good, and the Bills up 17. Keon Coleman, his first touchdown of his young NFL career, caps off a good, once again, offensive drive for the Buffalo Bills. They're up 17, 16-19 left to go in here on Monday Night Football. Keon Coleman caps off a 8-play, 68-yard drive for the Buffalo Bills, scoring his first NFL touchdown in a Buffalo Bills uniform. Whew, that was a fun offensive drive for the Buffalo Bills. It had a bit of everything. Keon Coleman became the second wide receiver from Florida State ever drafted by the Buffalo Bills. Kevin Knox was the other in 1994. Fastest kick goes to the end zone, and a touchback for the Bills, a 24-yard touchdown for Keon Coleman. The end zone of Bills fans littered, just beautiful for Keon Coleman, and the snap looks strange. Tackle there by Dorian Williams on the tackle again. Keon Coleman, drafted by the Buffalo Bills, second round, pick 33 in the NFL draft, led Michigan State in receptions 58, receiving yards 79, and touchdown catches 7 in 2022. He was first team All ACC honors in 2023. ATN on the carry gets about 3 on second and 4, be third and 1. Played only his one and only season for Florida State in 2023, and finished with 50 catches and 650 yards. But how about this? 11 touchdowns for Florida State last season. Red zone usage up. Bills were close to the red zone, but you know, big again, just slightly outside the red zone. Third and 1 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lawrence goes to his left, evading pressure, just throws it away as he gets close to the sideline, as he had Parker Washington in the area, and it'll be 4th and 1. Let's see what the Jags do. The Jags will go for it again. They're down 17 with 5:03 left to go. It's 20-3 Bills. They've already picked up one first down in this game. One fourth down in this game. ESPN Analytics says 4th or 3 or less. Go for it. I mean, you're down 18. Right now you have nothing to lose because you're 0-2, and you got to get your first win somehow. You got to be gutsy. You got to be aggressive. Let's see what the play call here is on 4th and 1. Bills fans ready to on their feet, being loud. 4th and 1 from their own 39. Strange and others in motion. They look for a QB sneak, and they just get it. A first down for the Jaguars to keep their third possession alive. Their second possession ended in a field goal for the Buffalo Bills. Sorry, for the Jacksonville Jaguars. First and 10 for the Jaguars at their own 41. Strange in motion, fakes to Bigsby. Lawrence looks, throws over the middle field, intercepted. Damar Hamlin across midfield. Hamlin to the 45 and brought down by Farrell. Hamlin, his first interception. And the Bills are in business. His first interception of the season. His second interception of the season. as the fans are roaring big for number 3. We all know the story of Damar Hamlin. Whew. Here's the thing. They went to break, we'll stay. This is the worst case scenario playing out for Jacksonville. Bills got the football first. They went down the field. They set the tone. They set the tone. They got the game going with a bang. They went down on a long drive. It capped it off with a touchdown. Their defense came out, got the 3 and out. The Bills do the same thing again. They go down the field. They score a touchdown. Start fast. That's what the Bills wanted to do in this game, and they have done it so far, and they honestly done it with perfection. I mean, you're seeing the Bills offense just flourish. Uh, screens and motions and either throwing it over the middle of the field. It seems it's all clicking. It's all clicking with some sort of ease for the Bills. And Morse on Jacksonville's 0-2 start. Don't ride the roller coaster of emotions that it is the NFL. That is people outside of the building wants you to do. And if you're a Jags fan right now, you're feeling the emotions of the NFL. You're maybe one more play here from it's still the first half. I don't want to say anything that could jinx the outcome in the game. So, the Bills are in full control of this game as, it's just with ease. They're just going up and down the Bills on the Jaguars defense with some ease. Give you some knowledge on Damar Hamlin. He played his first snaps of the 2023 season against Miami, appearing on special teams after his cardiac event. And here's the snap, gives it to Cook. Cook has the first down across the 40, gets to about the 37-yard line maybe. As go back to the interception, he was looking for Brian Thomas Jr. over the middle field. He oversails him and it lands into the hands of number 3, Damar Hamlin, just doing everything right this season. He had a great OTAs, continue that into training camp, and has been the most consistent Bills safety this offseason and heading into the season. Shakir was in motion, gets the ball behind the line of scrimmage, gets the first down, hops over a man, and gets across the Jacksonville 30, gets to about the 29. It's a first down and 10 for the Buffalo Bills with 3:15 left in the opening half. Clock has stopped. Was in bounds. Is there an injury of some sort? We'll wait till the cameras to flip. There is an injury, and it looks like there's a Bills player down. Or sorry, a Jags player down. From the angle they showed, it might have been Will linebacker number 23, Foye Olonko, the 7th-year man out of Yale. 6'2" linebacker, 229 pounds, born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri. I believe that was the player injured. Not 200% sure, but from the very zoomed out angle that ESPN showed, it looked like I could pick out a 2 and a 3. We'll see if that was the player injured. But back to the Buffalo Bills and the offensive possession here. Khalil Shakir with another grab in this game. Khalil Shakir, you know, let's go look at the. Just try not to miss anything here. Khalil Shakir has 4 of the receptions for the Buffalo Bills today. 16 of 20 is Josh Allen on the game, and just been super super effective. It's not a lot of big plays down the field, but as I mentioned today, that Jacksonville has given up the second most highest 20+ yard plays uh, in the NFL with 8. They gave up a few. They have given up a few today. That included the 25-yard touchdown to Keon Coleman that allowed the Bills to go up 17. Third and fifth, 3:15 left to go here in the second quarter. 3:10 now. Play clock ticking to 25. Josh Allen in shotgun. Samuel in motion, right to left. Hooks behind, fakes the handoff. Allen looks downfield. He has Cook, and right through his hands. And it's 2nd and 10. It was there for James Cook if he wanted. It just slips through his hands. Oh man, it was in the breadbasket for him, and he just couldn't put his two hands on it. It was a well thrown ball by Josh Allen. And the Bills will have to cook something else up here on 2nd and 10. Quentin Morrison motion left to right. Allen looks, has Davis, and he just gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe one at best. They're going to give Ray Davis one. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Bills. Ray Davis last week, 9 carries for 29 yards against Miami. Though the rookie out of Kentucky has gotten some usage in the Bills offense so far. This play should be the last play before the 2-minute warning. With 2:15 left, Keon Coleman in motion. From left to right, Allen snaps, looks, fires, has Shakir, breaks a tackle inside the 10, makes a man miss at the goal line, in for the touchdown. Khalil Shakir. His second touchdown of the season is a 27-yard grab for the Buffalo Bills wide receiver, and the Bills are up 26-3. Caps off a 5-play, 41-yard drive in 2 minutes and 9 seconds, and all smiles from the 7th-year quarterback out of Wyoming. Whew. The Bills' speed at the wide receiver position is on display here tonight. Bass's extra point is up and good. The Bills have extended their lead. How about this to 24 points here in the second quarter? The Bills have scored 30 points in each of their last 2 games. They have 27 today. And it's only the first half. We still have 2 minutes left in this half, so they could have 30 by the end of the first half if they really feel like pushing it to that far, and if they can get the ball quickly enough. Both defenses, for the Jaguars and the Bills. Jaguars defense only allows 19 points per game in the first two seasons. Granted they played two one score low scoring games. Bills tied for ninth in that same position, only allowing 19 points and have only given up 3 in this game. 27 already for the Buffalo Bills in this game. Their offense is third Their offense is third in points per game, averaging 32.5 points per game. Oof. The Bills offense has just been on a roll train, all set up by the Damar Hamlin interception. 2:04 left to play. We'll get one more play before the 2-minute warning. Let's see what it is. Trevor Lawrence looks over to the left side. He has Parker Washington, second-year man out of Penn State. We've officially hit the 2-minute warning. All smiles, all momentum pointing to the Buffalo Bills. They're up 24. Let's take a look at some of the stats here as we got some time to go through in the 2-minute warning. How about Josh Allen? 18 of 23, 208 yards, 3 touchdowns so far for the Buffalo Bills. Keon Coleman, how about 1 catch for 24 yards and scoring his first ever NFL touchdown in a Buffalo Bills uniform. Khalil Shakir's touchdown on that previous possession capped off a 5-play, 41-yard drive in just 2 minutes worth of offense for the Buffalo Bills off a turnover of Damar Hamlin. 2nd and 4 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. The snap. Lawrence looks over the middle. He has Brian Thomas Jr. He slips through a tackle and has the first down. Damar Hamlin on the tackle for the Buffalo Bills, and it's first down. Hurry up offense for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lawrence has Etienne off his hands though, and he looked for Etienne off his hands and incomplete. The aggressive approach here early for Jacksonville hasn't really been working. you could say. They were 2 for 2 on fourth downs, both in their own territory. Only time it worked is when they went on that 3-yard play, when they scored 3 on a few possessions ago. Second and 10 snap, Lawrence looks to his left, and it's dropped by Strange. It will be 3rd and 10, and the Bills have 2 timeouts with 1:31 left to go if they can get the football back. Third and 10 for the Jags. About 101 drops for the Jacksonville Jaguars since 2021. ESPN just showed that. Most in the NFL since then. Kirk was in motion, the snap. Lewis on pressure. Ingram there. Ingram with the sack. And the Bills forced the Jaguars to go 3 and out. How about Jamarcus Ingram? After a 3-interception game last week, he made the implant last week and making an impact this week. It was a corner blitz from the Buffalo Bills, something you saw a lot in Leslie Frazier's defense. This time, Lewis and Ingram there, along with Greg Rousseau, all there on Trevor Lawrence, who entering into this game, according to Elite Takes, is the 5th most pressured quarterback. 38.7% of his dropbacks result in pressure. That was indicated there. It's 4th and 18. Logan Cook out to punt. Worthington back right around his 15-yard line, takes it on a hop, and there off goes Cordington across the 30 to the 40 to the 35, slips and gets to about maybe the 36, 38-yard line, somewhere in there. We'll see where the ball is spotted. But man, if he didn't trip or got tripped or have gotten tripped, that could have been a really, really big return for Cordington. Let's see. The Bills' last 4 possessions have resulted in a touchdown: 10 plays, 11 plays, 8 plays, 5 plays. They have 1:12 left to go. In the first half, they have 1 timeout remaining. Shakir was in motion, right to left. Johnson in the backfield, the snap. Allen looks, throws, has Shakir, drops the football. The ball is out. And Kincaid does recover that. There is a flag on the play. The recovery would have gave the Bills the first down. Let's check the flag. Referee's talking about it currently. Got offside on defense. Be a first down for the Bills. Unless they called that an incomplete pass. It either would be 1st and 5. It would be 1st and 5, so they must have called that an incomplete pass on Khalil Shakir. Looked like it was in his hands for a moment and dropped. Allen takes the snap, looks, has Ty Johnson. Johnson gets to about the 49-yard line. Bills will look to hurry it up. 50 seconds left in the first half here. 27-3 Bills. The snap by Allen. He looks to the sideline. Knox was the man he attended to. Floats it over. Touchdowns on the first 4 possessions for the Bills. Second time in the last 3 seasons, including the playoffs. The Bills have gone 4 possessions with a touchdown. You can go back to the perfect game against New England for something similar. Shakira motion left to right. 41 seconds left, 27-3 Bills. Allen looks, fires, has Scantling tipped. Tipped by Brown. Flag on the play. It looked like Devin Lloyd might have came offside right before the snap, and it was. And it would be second down. We'll replay second down. Actually was 91. Eric Armstead. So 2nd and 5 will replace second down, so it brings it 2nd and 5. 36 seconds, though, for the Bills. Second and 5 from the Jacksonville 46, the snap. Allen looks over the middle field, has Shakir across the Jaguars 40 to the 38. It will be first down and 10 for the Bills. There is a flag. It looks like Thomas might have went head to head. Let's see if that's the call. Daniel Thomas, the free safety. Bills players were pointing to the head. If it is, it's a 15-yard penalty. We'll see. Yes, it is. It's a personal foul on Daniel Thomas, number 20 on the Jaguars, their free safety, the fifth-year man out of Auburn. That's a 15-yard penalty, undisciplined penalty there by number 20. Goes in. Shakir's head was tucked underneath. Might have been just shoulder to shoulder, but it might have. But the referee saw it different, so it's first and 10 for the Bills. 32 seconds left in the half. Bills might have caught a break. It's first and 10 now from the 23-yard line. Hollins was in motion. The snap. Allen looks. As Kincaid makes a man miss, gets to the 16-yard line. Second down for the Bills. 24 ticks left in the second quarter. 27-3 Bills. They will take a timeout to stop the clock. Bills are in field goal range for Tyler Bass, if they choose to go that route. Still plenty of time left to use the sideline and grab a couple more first downs. See if they can turn this drive into 5 straight touchdowns. Allen knocks in motion left to right. 2nd and 3, the snap. Allen looks to his left, has a man, has a touchdown. Ty Johnson. 5 straight drives for the Buffalo Bills, resulting in touchdowns. And the Bills are up 33-3 with 19 seconds to go in the second quarter. Pure domination. That caps off a 5-play, 64 yards in 53 seconds for the Bills. And this game had a few options. This game either was going to be close, or this game was going to turn into a Buffalo rumbling, and that what it has turned into. Tyler Bass, after missing his first extra point, has made all of them since his first extra points missed on the opening possession. 19 seconds left here in the second quarter. 34-3 Bills if you're just joining us. And Josh Allen recent touchdown was to Ty Johnson. He waited to his left. Johnson was there. He made the catch. And the Bills are just rolling. They had 31 points last week, 34 in week 1. The Bills in the first half alone have matched their week 1 total in points. I mean, there's nothing. It's the Bills offense just on a roll. 22 of 28, 249 yards, 4 touchdowns for Josh Allen in this first half. This kind of reminds you of the perfect game against New England just a few playoff games ago, as Tyler Basses shoots this one for a touchback. And we'll see what the Jaguars decide to do. Do they take a knee, bring this game to half? They do get the football to start, though, in the third quarter. Do they try with 3 timeouts, 19 seconds left, at least try to get 3 on this possession? Because they'll start at the 30-yard line since it went right through the end zone. So they might only need to pick up maybe 50, it, maybe 25, 30 yards to try to get into field goal range for Cam Little, who has the only points for the Jacksonville Jaguars offense today. Other note, Washington up 14-7 against the Cincinnati Bengals. Lawrence, they will throw, has Gabe Davis and just misses him. So it'll be second down and 10, 14 seconds left. They were going conservative, trying to go to the end zone, and actually was Damar Hamlin's first career interception. Must have wrote it wrong on my board here, because I have him fumble. Yeah, never updated that correctly. My bad. So it was his first career interception. Lawrence snaps, pressure by no other than Von Miller. Over the middle, ETN did catch it. Be third down and about one, maybe 2. 7 seconds left for the Jaguars to do something. They did call timeout. See what they have planned for the final 8 seconds of the half. Down 31 here in the second quarter. You're just joining us. 8 seconds left in the second quarter. 34-3 Bills. Buffalo Bills halftime report coming up in just a few minutes. Lawrence only has 51 passing yards on the day, 70 total yards for the Jaguars on offense today. Snap. Lawrence looks, has a man over the middle of the field, and did it skip on the turf? It did. Be 4th and 2 with 2 seconds left in the second, left in the half. Jaguars will go for it. Is it just the QB kneel it and try to avoid a big return from Cordington, who could have definitely took it to the house possibly on the last punt attempt? Lawrence looks, will loft it to the sideline, incomplete. That's how the first half will end. Damar Hamlin, first career interception. Keon Coleman, his first career NFL touchdown, both occurring in this half alone. Bills up 34-3 at the half. Jacksonville will receive the second half kick. We'll be back with a halftime report right after this. halftime between the Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Bills ended the first half with 5 straight. Ended the first half with 5 straight possessions with a touchdown. That goes the only time the Bills have ever done 4 straight was that perfect game. And we all remember the perfect game. And then now they've done better than that. They have now have 5 straight touchdowns on 5 straight possessions. See if that continues into the second half of this game. In other news, the Cincinnati Bengals do trail the Washington Commanders 14 to 10. It looks like the Bengals do have the football. Joe Burrow is 12 of 15, 127 yards. Jaden Daniels has only thrown the football 16 times in that game. Right now, the Commanders have a 58.9% chance of winning that football game. Let's take a look at this play-by-play for a moment. They missed a field goal, so they could have been down only by a score in that game, by a point. Since they missed that field goal, they're down 14 to 10. If you're a Bills fan right now, you're looking at this touchdown, 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 touchdown. If you're watching this game and you're thinking to yourself, this first half had everything, it certainly did have everything. It had Josh Allen just completely dominating and looking like what he could be on a historic, maybe even his best season as the Buffalo Bills quarterback, even better, looking like the MVP type quarterback because he was second in MVP in voting last year. Many thought, okay, but he should have won the MVP last year. He's seeming like he's on a revenge tour this year in his first 2 seasons. As mentioned, the Jacksonville offensive woes. Only 3 points in the first half. They've averaged only about, I believe it's only averaged about they've only averaged 15 points over the first 2 games of the season. They only have 3 here in the first half. They only scored 13 points last week against the Jaguars in an 18-13 loss. They haven't gone anywhere further than that 14-play, 47-yard drive that went all the way down the field to the Buffalo Bills. Let's see. They got to the Bills' 23-yard line. They haven't been to the Buffalo Bills' 23-yard line since. I don't think they've crossed midfield since then. They have not. So the Jaguars have been stuck in their own offensive territory for the entire game. Their pass offense isn't good right now. I believe Trevor Lawrence only has 57 passing yards, and they only ran it for 19 yards. Let's take a look at the team stats before we enter this third quarter here for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen's 22 of 28, 247, 4 touchdowns, 19 to 5 are first downs. Josh Allen in the Bills offense is 6 for 8 on third down, as total yards 288 to 70. Again, the Jaguars didn't want this at all. The Jaguars wanted to come in here, literally make a statement. Was their job was today was to come in, make a statement in Buffalo. And what this game has turned into was the Bills making a statement that they are here to stay, and kind of, to be honest with you, making everyone known that the offense, everyone is eating, and they are here to stay. The second half kick is underway. The Bills up 34 to 3 as Trevor Lawrence and the offense are on the field. Trevor Lawrence hasn't thrown for 300 yards in his last 7 starts. Keep that in mind, as he only has about, if I remember correctly off the top of my head, it was 57 yards, and Josh Allen has 244 yards. Strange was in motion. The first snap of the second half is underway. Off we go as Etienne is stopped by Rasul Douglas. First player with four passing touchdowns in the first half on Monday Night Football since 2007. The last one who done that was Ben Roethlisberger for the Pittsburgh Steelers back in 2007. Second and 6. Parker Washington in motion. Fake handoff to Etienne. Looks, throws, and has Christian Kirk for a first down. And that's the first. This will be their first play inside Jaguar in Bills territory. That first half marks the first time, for the first time, the Bills have scored touchdowns on 5 straight drives at any point in a game since the last 5 drives versus Oakland on September 19th. How about this? 2011. Lawrence under center, the ball at the 48-yard line of the Bills. Etienne takes the handoff, gets across the Bills' 45-yard line to the Bills' 44. It will be second down for the Buffalo Bills. Second and 6 from the Bills' 44-yard line. Foye Olanko has a foot injury and is questionable return, as that one's incomplete. It looked for Luke Farrell. So he brings it down to third and 6 inside the Bills' territory. They're at the Bills' about 44-yard line. Jags fans in disbelief. Strange is in motion. Lawrence trying to switch up the play. 3 seconds on the play clock. The snap. Lawrence looks to his left, has a man, and it's caught. Gabe Davis. Forward progress gives him the first down, and the Jag drive will continue. Lawrence is now 3 of 9 on third downs today. Play has stopped. with 12:38 to go. I think they were just confirming the spot, and they actually have marked him short. So first forward progress did not give him the first down. He caught the ball just short. It's fourth and 1, and the Jaguars will go. Fans on their feet. All Bills Mafia loud. Jags are 2 for 3 on fourth downs. The only one down was the last play of the quarter of the half. Lawrence under center gives it to ETN. Tries to gives it to Bigsby. Bigsby hits the edge, tackled by Benford, and that will give the Jaguars the first down. Cam Lewis misses on the initial tackle, allowed Bigsby to get to the edge before Benford tackles Bigsby's legs. Ball will cross the first down marker. Lawrence looks over the middle of the field. He has Christian Kirk inside the Bills' 15-yard line, right around the Bills' 11, maybe 12-yard line. There is a flag on the play. We'll see who this is against. If it's against the Bills, it could be extra yards for the Jags. If it's on the Jags, it could demote a very big play. There's going to be a personal foul on Damar Hamlin. That will move the ball half a distance to the goal, and it'll be first and goal for the Jaguars. Their first time inside the Bills' red zone today. Jaguars' red zone offense is 23rd in the NFL. The Bills' red zone defense. Actually, the Jag had been in the red zone. My bad. 0 for 1. And the Bills' red zone defense is 12th in the NFL. Fake handoff to ETN. Looks into the end zone and caught by Strange for a Jags touchdown. And the Jags have scored a touchdown in this game, bringing them a touchdown closer to the Bills. It's 34-9, though, as Strange found a soft pocket inside the Bills' zone defense. 8 plays, 70 yards, 345. The extra points up and good. Bills up by 24, though, after the Jags touchdown. Still up. They are still up by lots here, but a good offensive drive by the Jags gets the Jags one score closer, but nothing that would harm the Bills' lead, as Josh Allen and the offense does look like as they. If you're the Bills on offense, you want to respond touchdown for touchdown. Get the lead back to where it was, back to the lead of 34. Back to the lead of 31. So, if you're the Bills right now, that's what you want to do on offense. Josh Allen here on the Jaguars front seven, which if you're among Bills fans, that was your concern because the last 3 outings, against the Jaguars, the biggest concern was the offensive line against this Jaguars front seven. It doesn't seem like the Jaguars defensive line has been a major factor in this game, honestly. If you look at their defensive stats right now, they don't have a sack. Doesn't look like they only have one QB hit. That was Mason Smith. Other than that, the Jaguars offensive line hasn't gone through the Bills offensive line, which is a good thing for the Buffalo Bills because that was one of the bigger concerns among Bills fans entering tonight's game, and it just hasn't gone through the Bills' offensive line. This is what Josh Allen had to say, though. They've they got to us really. They got they got two really supreme edge rushers, probably three. The last couple of times we played them, they've gotten to us. So Josh Allen knew it was a concern they had to address, but to to his point, they have a couple really good edge rushers. They do, but the Bills also had one of the best offensive lines in the league out of anyone last year, and as the kickoff is taken for a touchback on a knee. Bills only last year had allowed the fewest tackles in the league last year. Only 24 sacks allowed on Josh Allen last year. And that offensive line, the offensive line success has continued into 2024. The snap gives it to Cook, gets bounced to the outside, but only be able to get one as Mondrek Brown again on the tackle. Bills have won 7 straight drives against the New England Patriots. That was the most consecutive drives with a touchdown. Bills looking to do that again tonight. Can they? 2nd and 9. The snap looks Hollins. His first catch of the day gets across the 45, and it's a Buffalo Bills first down. He was the man in motion. Seems like the man in motion tonight has been the first read for the Buffalo Bills in the offense and has been working with ease. Mac Hollins, 8th season out of North Carolina. That was his 4th catch of the season. Hollins in motion, lines up right behind Kincaid. Allen under center. Gives it Davis. Ray Davis gets to midfield. About looks like it was about 4 on the play. Make it 2nd and 6. Ryan Nielsen looking for something. There was only 3 on that play. So back it up to 2nd and 7. Allen under center again. Look for the Bills to try to drain lots of time on this possession. Allen fakes it on play action, gets to the edge, has the first down across the 40. It's a first down for Josh Allen. Another Josh Allen run gets another Buffalo Bills first down. With 9:10 left to play in the third quarter, 34-10 Bills. A play action play from Josh Allen, who was under center, turns into a really good run for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen's 23 of 29 passing, 263 yards, 4 touchdowns. How about 35 rushing yards for him as well? Allen under center again. Gives it to Cook this time. Cook breaks the tackle, gets through one, hops, gotcha, another man, gets across the 25, and gets to about the 23-yard line of Jaguars territory. Slithering through tackles is the one in the slithery James Cook. 22 first downs for the Buffalo Bills in this game. 10 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. 8:04 to play. 7 on the play clock. Allen under center. This time gives it to Cook again. Takes it left side. Vontrell Miller there on the stop. Be second down for the Bills. Second and 4 for the Bills offense. Another drive where they are just continuing to go downfield with ease. That was the 9th carry for James Cook. He has 40 yards on the day. Fake handoff, play action snap. Allen eludes pressure. Robert Harris was the man given the pressure. Josh Allen does escape to his left and picks up another Buffalo Bills first down. Hand injury or no hand injury. Josh Allen seems to be the same Josh Allen with the same sort of athleticism, and that hand injury hasn't hindered Josh Allen yet so far this season, the last 2 games, to allow him to run. Allen again under center, 3 on the play clock. He has to get this off 2. 1, the snap, gives it to Cook. Cook has stopped the line of scrimmage by Hines Allen. Second and 10, though, for the Bills. 21-13 Commanders at the half. 6:15 left to go in the third quarter here. Second and 10 for the Bills inside the red zone of the Jags. Ray Davis in the backfield. 4 on the play clock. The snap from the 12. Allen escapes pressure, goes to his right, fakes it one way, and gets inside the 10. And it's a third down. It will be third down for the Bills. Josh Allen's pocket presence tonight has been on point. Minute the pressure gets to him, he finds a way out, and the offensive line creating those holes, pushing those guys to the outside and allowing Josh Allen to get through. Josh Allen on third down, 6-6. It's for 77 yards. How about this? 2 touchdowns. Play clock at 4. The snap from the 9. Allen in the pocket looking for a man. Looks, end zone. Incomplete. Dalton Kincaid the target. And it's 4th down and 6 for the Bills. And the Jaguars will force the Buffalo Bills to kick a field goal. The first field goal of the day for Tyler Bass. He's 3 of 4 on the season, 75%, as long as 43. This is a 27-yard attempt. Up and right down the middle. Bills push their lead to 37-10. Monday Night Football from Orchard Park will be back in just a few seconds. 37-10, Bills in full control of this game, just simply dominating this game. Duvernay back there for the Jags on this kick return. As the Jags will try to get some sort of offense going. As they look forward to next week. Duvernay will just take a knee inside the Bills B, and Trevor Lawrence takes the field once again. Lawrence on that last play, on that last drive, went 4 of 5, 53 yards, and 1 touchdown. That touchdown was to Brenton Strange. That capped their first touchdown of the game. Let's see what Doug Peterson and the Jags offense does here, down 27. They'll hand it off to Etienne right up the middle. Dorian Williams was there after Etienne picks up 8. Etienne played his college days with the current right now with Trevor Lawrence. Both went to Clemson. This is Lawrence's 4th year and Etienne's 4th year. They were both drafted in the same draft class. Lawrence fakes it to Etienne, finds Kirk, and gets out of bounds right around midfield. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Jags now with 4:15 left to go in the 3rd quarter. First and 10. 3rd quarter. Etienne in the backfield. Lawrence with the snap. And A.J. Epinesa there for the sack for the Buffalo Bills at 2nd down. That is A.J. Epinesa's first sack of the season. The 5th-year man out of Iowa blows past number 74, Cam Robinson, the left tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars, beats him by a mile, and A.J. Epinesa makes a 10-yard sack for the Bills. 5 on the play clock. 2nd and 20 from the Jags from their own 39-yard line. Lawrence throws, has a man, Parker Washington catches it at the 49 inside the Bills territory. Balin Spector and a few others were around there for the tackle. Cam Lewis made the tackle. Balin Spector in the area. 3rd and 8 for the Jags at the Bills' 49-yard line. Kirk in motion, left to right. 4 seconds on the play clock to snap. Lawrence looks, throws, has Kirk. He made the catch. It's going to be 4th down. Be 4th and short for the Jags. They are going to go for it. Would make sense too, since they're down 24. They're down 27. 4th and 1. They're 3 for 4 on the day. 2 minutes left in the 3rd. They're from the Bills' 41-yard line. Can the Bills get off the field here? The snap. Gives it to Etienne up the middle. And that's a 1st down for the Jags, extending their drive. That's their fourth down conversion of the day on 5 attempts. First and 10 from the Bills' 39-yard line. Lawrence and empty. 6 was in the box of the Bills. Dewan Smoot giving some pressure. Throws. Has Strange. Deflected by Dorian Williams. That wasn't Smoot on the pressure. Might have been. Don't know who one of the few players I don't know who their number is because I thought I had it on here. 1:01 left to go, third quarter. 5 seconds left on the play clock, second and 10 from the Bills' 39. Bills will call timeout. That's their first timeout of the first half. Sorry, of the second half here with 1:01 left. ESPN will take a break. We'll stay right here, and I'll tell you who number 99 is. I don't know who that is. They don't even have a 99 in their roster. Interesting. Just a dude wearing a number that I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's probably going to bug me the rest of the broadcast, but that's fine. But, anyways, Bills might be in line to have 3 players that earn Player of the Week from the NFL. Greg Rousseau won Defensive Player of the Week Week 1. James Cook won Offensive Player of the Week Week 2. Josh Allen could be in line for Offensive Player of the Week this week if he can continue his beautiful night. So this matchup does entitle some all-time history here. This is the 20th all-time meeting between the Jags and the Bills in their short AFC East, AFC South rivalry. They've met twice in the playoffs. The first ever meeting in 1996 season that was in the AFC wild card round. That was a 30-27 Jaguars win at Rich Stadium in Orchard Park. It also marked the final game of Bills quarterback Jim Kelly's career. That was the final game for Jim Kelly in a Bills uniform, and that was the first ever meeting between the Bills and the Jags. Jags do lead the all-time record 10-9 as it's second and 10 from the Bills' 39-yard line following a Buffalo Bills timeout. A snap, fake it to Bigsby. Lawrence looks over the middle of the field. He has a man, and it's caught. I believe that was Gabe Davis on the catch. It was. It's a first down for the Jags. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Be first and 10 from the Bills' 28-yard line. This is shaping up to be probably the last play of the quarter. The snap. Lawrence looks, has Brian Thomas Jr., slips through a tackle across the Bills' 10-yard line, gets to the Bills' 8-yard line. 13 seconds left to be first and goal for the Jags. See if they try to run one more play. Let's see. That would be the end of the third quarter. As we enter the fourth quarter, the Bills up 27 and a home primetime game Monday night football. We'll stay right here and we'll talk a little bit about some of the reunions as ESPN was showing on their broadcast. I have a few things on that so I could take us through the commercial break here. Gabe Davis and Mitch Morse both signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars during the offseason as Mitch Morse was part of the long list of Bills players to be cut. That included Jordan Poyer and several other players. Gabe Davis just decided to go to free agency and signed with the Jags. Gabe Davis said this week that he's happy to be back in Buffalo. Gabe Davis is returning to Buffalo after spending his first 4 seasons with the Bills before signing a 3-year contract with the Jags this offseason. He said he's excited to see the guys. Uh, that'll be cool going back and play in Buffalo and be on the other side of the field is dope. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Gabe Davis was one of few Bills players that had a really good career in Buffalo. There was also some bad times as well. The Bills just didn't want to match the number that he was, you know, given. Uh, the Bills didn't see him as a wide receiver too. He went to the market and he signed a big contract with the Jags. Gabe Davis's time here in Buffalo saw him play in several games in 64 regular season games, 7 postseason games, 2,730 yards of there's 273 yards of offense and catching 27 touchdowns for the Bills in the regular season. Be first and goal for the Bills. Lawrence under center. Strange in motion. Handoff given to Travis Etienne. Takes it to about the Bills' 7-yard line. At the same time, Washington is driving first and goal for the Bengals. Sorry, for the Commanders. It'd be first and goal. That might be a touchdown for the Commanders. We'll see if they challenge or not. Daniels hands it off while at the same time there's a flag in the Bills Jags game. False start on the Jaguars offensive line. It was 75 little. Second and goal for the Commanders. Second and goal at the same time for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Daniels looks, throws, finds a big man touchdown for the Commanders. At the same time, here comes Lawrence. Looks, slings, end zone. Knocked away by Balin Spector. It's third and goal. Gabe Davis was the initial target. Third and goal for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars are 0 for 2 on third downs in the second half. They were 2 for 8 in the first half. See what they do. 14:20 left in the final quarter of play. Kirk was in motion. Out Lawrence with the snap. It looks to the end zone and broken up. Broken up by the UB alum Jamarcus Ingram. And it's now 4th and goal, and see what the Jags do. The initial target was Kirk. It was in and out of his hands. Couldn't corral it. Ed Oliver brought the pressure, got the QB hit. And now it's 4th and goal. Billy Buffalo with a Dan Orlovsky t-shirts. Bills fans on their feet. 4th and goal from the 12-yard line. Twelve seconds left on the play clock. Lawrence and empty. Six players crowd the box. We got a full start. Walker Little. That will push him back 5 yards. And it'll be 4th and goal again. You saw the pre-snap. You saw, or I'm going to explain to you the pre-snap motions from the Bills. A lot of communications. Spectre had a quote this week, but I will give it to you in a minute. 4th and goal. 14:13 left in the 4th. Play clock at 6. The snap. Lawrence. Pressure coming by Von Miller. The sack. Von Miller again. His 3rd in 3 weeks. His second in consecutive games. His second in big time moments. And the closer from Denver might have just sealed another Bills victory. Von Miller just does it. He's different. He's a beast. We'll be back in a minute. Balin Spector has been the leader tonight for the Buffalo Bills defense. He has 6 tackles, 3 of them solo. He also has a pass breakup for the Buffalo Bills defense. Balin Spector entering this football game says on what could be possible explosive Jaguars offense, but that hasn't shown yet to be. he said on to make the Bills defense more consistent, I just have to signal and make sure I get around to all the guys, the seven back, the back seven, the guys behind me on the secondary, and even the D line on some things. Josh Allen under center, 14:09 to go. The snap gives it to Cook, and he's going to use a yard on the play. Bills' upcoming schedule for the next 5 are on the road. The road games: Ravens, Texans, Jets, and Seahawks. The only home game will be to the Tennessee Titans in the next 5 games. Allen under center, Curtis Samuel in motion right to left. He's the handoff given to Ray Davis. Ray Davis will pick up 10. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Bills. Von Miller, as we said, has 3 sacks in 3 games, 2 in big moments. He had a 4th down sack last week. He also has a 4th down sack this week for the Bills. Von Miller, after 2 solid weeks of the season, coming off a torn ACL in 2023, as we all know, as the Bills are 6 of 9 on 3rd downs, and Allen is under center. Ray Davis in the backfield. The snap gives it Davis. Hines Allen is there alongside with Ronald Darby, the former Bill, in all both in on the tackle. Hines Allen and Ronald Darby. Hines Allen, the first one to be there. Bills will punt. Sam Martin out there to punt. Von Miller said this week, I've been chomping at the bit to go out there and prove myself and show that I can still play and really prove to myself that I can go out there and have success. He has so far. The Bills will call timeout here. That's their second of the half. And they'll have one remaining. That shouldn't the timeout shouldn't come into these 2 timeouts they've taken so far shouldn't come back to bite the Bills at all in this game, as they're up by 27 with 12:02 to go. Von Miller signed a 6-year contract with the Bills on March 17th of 2022. That punt is off and it's away. I think there was a whistle before then. Again, he missed most of last season with an ACL injury. You know, he's 8 Pro Bowl selections, 3 first team all pro honors, 4 second team all pro honors, 2-time Super Bowl champion, a Super Bowl MVP, defensive rookie of the year. So many different accolades for number 40 in blue for the Bills. Just absolutely incredible, dominant, and glad that he's back. Duvernay there calls for the fair catch with 11:55 left to go in this game. Bills are on their way to 3-0. The Jags are on their way to 0-3. As we said from the off the shoot here, there is a flag here. So we'll see. We have an unpersonal foul after the play on the Buffalo Bills. That was on Jamarcus Ingram. He was getting a talking to from Sean McDermott. They will they will take a break on ESPN. We'll keep talking here as the night goes on. As I mentioned, the Bills are on their way to 3-0 start. The Jags going to are closing in on a 0-3 start under Doug Peterson. You know, who gave them a winning season last year, went to the playoffs one time with Trevor Lawrence and just didn't go further enough. This season just isn't the same as last year. It's not impossible for the Jags to get back into the playoffs if they start 0-3. Only 4 teams since 1990 has done so. Only two of those did. Two of those did win their division. But none of them have gone on to the Super Bowl. Only 2 teams, only 3 teams have won the Super Bowl after an 0-2 start, but they've won their Week 3 matchup because they didn't go 0-3. So it's not impossible for the Jags, but there is a long ways to go from here for the Jags. We mentioned the Bills' next 5 games. It's a pretty rough schedule for the Bills. 4 of them are just really good team games. For the Jags, they go at Texans, they have the Colts, at Bears, versus Patriots, versus Packers. That is their next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games for the Jaguars. So it isn't a rough schedule. They have some opportunities to get back into their games, back into the season, but they do have a rough patch where they go Eagles, Vikings, Lions right before the bye. 2 of the 3 are on the road, at Eagles, at Lions, and then they go right into the Texans right after their bye week. So they have an opportunity after this game to get back into their season. Lawrence takes the snap, looks, and is sacked. Sacked by number 99. Casey Toohill is the man on the tackle, on the sack. That's another Bills sack on the day. Lawrence quickly takes the snap, looks, throws, incomplete, off the hands of. Oh, actually, it was caught. It looked like it was bobbled for a minute and dropped by ETN, but it was actually caught by ETN. Brandon Mean, the man with a plan, restarted the Buffalo Bills in the offseason and has this Bills team on their way to a 3-0 start. 3rd and 17. Lawrence looks, throws, has ETN across their own 30 to their 32-yard line. It will be 4th and medium. Let's see if the Jags decide to go. They will. 10.5 to go. 4th quarter, 4th and 10 for the Jags. Just past their 30-yard line. Terry Pagula looking down at the masterclass that Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott has built this season. And in this game, Trevor Lawrence will call timeout as the play clock hit 2. That will be the first timeout for the Jags this half. They have 2 remaining, 10:04 left to go in the 4th. At the same time, the Cincinnati Bengals are 0-3 and losing 28-13 to the Washington Commanders at home. That's an interesting game to watch right after the Bills end. Bengals do have the football. It is 3rd and goal. 4th and 10. Lawrence looks, throws, has Brian Thomas Jr. He couldn't corral it. The Bills will stop the Jags on a 3 and out. And the Bills offense will get back onto the football field. And the day for Josh Allen is done as he has the ball cap on. Oh, at the same time, there was a almost an incredible catch there by the Bengals. At the same time there, looks like Josh Allen's day is done after 20, as they have a 27-point lead. I don't know why I keep thinking it's a 27-point lead. Mitchell Trubisky is presumed to come into the game for the Bills. They'll have 1st and 10 in plus territory for Mitchell Trubisky, who spent last season as the Pittsburgh Steelers backup. He also played in some games last year. He signed a 2-year contract with the Bills this offseason, so he will be the Bills backup for this season and possibly next season. He spent the last 2 seasons actually, in Pittsburgh, appearing in 12 games and making 7 starts, as he is about to appear I believe this is his appearing in the 2nd game this year, because I think he had some play time last week to make a couple QB kneels for the Bills last week. He completed 184 out of 287 passes, 1,884 yards, and 8 touchdowns in his career. That might have been last year. Set Bears all-time rookie records for completions. 196 completions for Mitchell Trubisky, as he's presumed to come into this football game. The Bills, on the other hand, will wrap up a victory. They will move up, as it seems to be wrapping up a victory. It looks Josh Allen's record at home will improve to 37 and 13 on the season. All 3 games Josh Allen has played in against the Jags, as per mentioned before, have been decided by 5 points or less. The last actual blowout win was a Bills victory. You have to go back to 2012 for that game. Mitchell Trubisky in the game. Curtis Samuel was in motion. There is a flag. There will be a false start by Reggie Gilliam. Bengals did score a touchdown during the commercial break. Cedric Van Pran Granger into the game as well. So a lot of the Bills starters looks like have exited the game. Curtis Samuel in motion. The snap gives it to Davis. He has about 2. It should be 2nd and 13. Trubisky under center. 5 seconds on the play clock. Davis takes it up the middle across the 30. It'll be 3rd down. Go to Samuel in motion. 4 on the play clock. Looks Samuel on the wide receiver screen. Makes a man miss. Gets across to the 25. It will be third down. Fourth down. Be fourth down for the Bills with 8:10 to go. It's 4th and 3. Tyler Bass will come on for the kick. He's 1 for 1 on the day. His first kick. It's a 43-yard attempt. Bass's kick is up and through, and the Bills have extended their lead now to 30. It's a perfect 3-0 for the Bills as they are on their way to another 3-0 start. It's 40-10 Buffalo on Monday Night Football. Complete domination for the Buffalo Bills in this game. 40-10 here in the fourth quarter for the Buffalo Bills. As they cap another drive with points. Bills have only punted once this game. They've had points on every possession except one. We'll see Jags offense once again as they try to find something to cling on for next week. This kick is up and away and through the end zone. 7:45 left to go. And once again, Bills offense against a very heavy man defense for the Bills for the Jags have just costed the Jags in every asset of this game. Josh Allen has turned the Jaguars secondary into backyard football. The snap gives it ETN the first down as the Bills have most of their backups in now on defense. Josh Allen talking it up with Matt Milano, Terrell Bernard, and there is Taron Johnson also in that picture. Mac Jones now in quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars, the fourth-year quarterback out of Alabama. under center, hands it off to Denernis Johnson. The Mac Jones is making his 43rd career appearance. He's an 18-14 record. Again, the fourth year at Alabama, out of Madison, Wisconsin. It's 2nd and 9. Joe Andreessen is in the game for the Buffalo Bills. As it comes, pressure is caught, and it's recovered by Casey Toohill. Mac Jones fumbles. Casey Toohill recovers. And the Bills offense will get another crack at the end zone. The former New England Patriot Mac Jones and Javon Solomon, the rookie out of Troy, forces the fumble. Casey Toohill recovers the ball, and the Bills are back in business. The rookie out of Troy making an impact on his first play. Scantling in motion, handoff to Johnson. Picks up out 1. So the Bills' domination isn't over just yet. Mac Jones looking to the clouds. Trevor Lawrence saying, "You gotta be smart." As the final 5 minutes and 45 seconds continue to tick off the clock. 5 seconds left on the play clock as they try to melt the clock. As Ty Johnson gets the edge, makes a man miss across the 10, inside the 5. It's a 1st and goal for the Bills. And nothing but smiles from Josh Allen as he just sits back and watches the Bills offense continue to churn. And there's just no stopping this offense right now. It's 1st and goal for the Bills. 5 minutes to go. Morris in motion. 1st and goal from the 2. The snap gives it Johnson back to the line again. 2nd goal for the Bills. Four and a half to go in this football game. Josh Allen just loving what he sees right now. The vibes are high for the Buffalo Bills. 4:15 left to go in the 4th quarter, on their way to a 3-0 victory. 3-0 starts. They're up 40. And here's the Bills touchdown, Ray Davis. How about another Bills first career action for the Bills? Ray Davis, his first career touchdown in a Buffalo Bills uniform. That adds on to the day of Keon Coleman, his first career touchdown as a Bill, and Damar Hamlin, his first career NFL interception. There is a flag. It's probably for celebrating, but honestly, at this point, who cares? As the Bills are up 46-10. This is looking like an FBS versus an FCS small school. The Bills are just dominating, and they just don't care. We'll see what the flag is. Josh Allen just slapped off the penalty. And that's okay because most of Bills fans are going to. And geesh, Josh Allen and the Bills offense has flipped another switch. The extra point's up, the extra point's good, and the Bills have a 37-point lead on Monday Night Football at home. We'll be right back. Two fifty, 250 left to go. Sorry, I'm missing some plays here. Bills up 47-10. It's 1st and 10 for the Jags. They have the football now at the Bills' 34-yard line. The snap gives it to Kirk from Mac Jones. It's 2nd and 10. 2nd down and 9. Tyler Gabriel groin is out for the game just 2 minutes ago for the Bills. 2nd and 8. The Bills' 33-yard line. A snap by Jones looks almost intercepted there by Kaiir Elam. That could have been another turnover for Mac Jones, as Kaiir Elam read that like a book. It's 3rd and 8 for the Jaguars. 2:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. Jags have a few guys that looks like banged up as well. Gabe Davis is the one that looks like in pain. Jones looks, throws, incomplete. Targeting was targeting Parker Washington as Gabe Davis has almost all the medical trainers around him. There is a sprinkle in the air. There is pass interference, though, on the play. It will give the Jaguars an automatic first down. But at this point, it doesn't impact the play. Don't know who the pass interference was on, but it'd be 1st and 10 for the Jaguars, 2:15 left. Gabe is favoring his shoulder. Handoff given. Handoff giving to Dearness Johnson. He picks up a first down. That will bring it to the 2-minute warning. The Bills are 2 minutes away from locking up a 3-0 start. The vibes are high at one Bills drive. And on the other side, lots needs to be done in an embarrassing loss in Orchard Park. Two minutes left to go in regulation time for the Buffalo Bills. Just domination. Spell it any way you like. If you want to spell it Josh, you can. If you want to spell it like defense, you can. If you want to spell it like Keon, you can as well. Duvernay in motion. We got false start on the Jaguars. We'll do second down again. The snap. Looks, throws. Has Duvernay tackled there by Kyrie Elam. It'll be second down and long for the Jags. The snap by Jones looks to Johnson, misses him, 3rd and 15. Last 8 starts for Trevor Lawrence doesn't get anything better or worse. Just gets worse. He's now 0-8 in his last 8 starts. He looks, throws. Jones looked and throwed. He had a man, and he caught it. AFC South just looks even more worse now. It's just the Texans standing alone by themselves, 2-0, 2-0-3 teams. As it's 4th down and a mile. 4th down and 8 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. 48 seconds left. The snap. Jones looks, throws, end zone, incomplete. That's how the game's going to end. A 4th down stop inside the Bills' red zone. And that's how the Bills will cap off a 37-point win. At home, the rain doesn't stop these fans from enjoying what is going to be an all-night party on a Week 3 victory. Bills now will get set and ready for the Baltimore Ravens next week, Sunday Night Football in M&T Bank Stadium, as they will look to keep their undefeated season alive. One more QB for the Bills. That should wrap it. It should, at least. Josh Allen's like, we have to kneel it down one more time. I mean, the clocks are not synced. And there we go. They had just to wait to a certain amount of time for it to go. The clocks weren't synced. Josh Allen and the Bills go on to win 47-10, a 37-point victory. Damar Hamlin, his first career interception. Keon Coleman, his first career NFL touchdown. The list of things just continue to grow for the Bills from this game. Quite honestly, Keon Coleman and Ray Davis is their first career touchdowns. The Bills 47, the Jaguars 10, and the Bills have held their opponents to 10 points in 2 consecutive weeks, as the Jags will fall to 0-3, and it just hasn't been the same Jags for the last little while here for the Jags, as they gotta find a way to get back into their season, because what the Jags are currently doing right now are just hurting themselves as they just continue to the downward spiral here tonight. Again, the final score 47-10 for the Bills. Josh Allen in this game just dominating all around. He was 23 of 30, 263 yards, 4 touchdowns. He had 6 rushing attempts for 47 yards, as he leads as Josh Allen leads all Bills rushers in this game with 44 rushing yards. In this game, Khalil Shakir 6 catches for 72 yards on offense. Dorian Williams leads the way on defense with 11 tackles, 8 of them solo. There was 5 total sacks in this game. Javon Solomon, including the forced fumble. Von Miller, Casey Toohill, AJ Epinesa, and Jamarcus Ingram are the 5 players credited with tackles today. And once again, final score 47 Bills, 10 Jaguars. Buffalo heads on the road to face the Baltimore Ravens. They are 1-2 on the season. They coming off an 8-point victory over the Dallas Cowboys. You'll see me tomorrow on the Undercovers Football Podcast, tomorrow at 7:30 on our YouTube and Twitter accounts. Be sure to tune into that for more post-game reaction and a preview to Sunday night's game against the Ravens. Till then, Bills 47, Jags 10 on a dominating game on Monday Night Football. Thanks for watching, and go Bills.